joining us is Peter Hakim. He is the President Emeritus and Senior Fellow at the Inter-American Dialogue. Peter, thanks a lot for coming in on this Sunday. I want to talk about some 7 million Venezuelans have already fled the country, and this could be a very significant form of assistance in terms of getting much-needed health entities, education, all kinds of things out to the people in that country. How significant do you think this first step is?
Well, the first step is a crucial step, and but I mean, there's still a very long way to go. There's considerable roadblocks in the way. I think this is a good start. It gets us down a road that may lead to the kind of improvements that will begin to return some measure of economic stability to Venezuela, and maybe even open up some possibilities of a more open politics.
Why now? Why the agreement now? It's no secret that the United States and really many other nations are suffering somewhat of an oil crisis. Do you think that comes into play?
I think it comes into play a bit, no question. It's going to take a while to really get the oil pumping in any significant amount from Venezuela. I think it surely does. I think the fact that the midterm elections in the United States are over, which gives a little more running room for the current administration, was also an important factor in this. And I think that the Venezuelan government recognizes that it's facing a period of extreme economic deprivation if it doesn't make some kind of agreement.
Yeah, I think you could make that argument that economic deprivation is going on right now. The UN recently said that Venezuela needs about $795 million for health, food, medical supplies. How much will this free up? And with the UN overseeing it, are you confident that it's going to be spent in a proper fashion?
Well, there's just no way for me to really judge on the mechanisms available or whether both sides will sort of comply with what they agreed to. This is a very tricky situation at this point. There's just, the Maduro government is not a government that I think you can have a lot of confidence in. I think the opposition in Venezuela has begun to come together again to look for a new path, but still there is considerable distance between different groups of opposition. Some are very much unhappy with the notion of reaching an agreement before Maduro decides to step down from his office. In other words, there's a lot of problems. I think this is a terrific beginning. I think the Norwegians have played an extraordinary role here. I think that the U.S. government has taken some important first steps, very much first steps. And I think the opposition is looking at the future more clearly than it has over the past 4 or 5 years. So I think there is an opportunity here, but to pull it together is not going to be a simple task, and it's going to take quite a bit of time.
Peter, as always, thank you for your analysis. We appreciate it. That is Peter Hakim, the President Emeritus and Senior Fellow at the Inter-American Dialogue. Thank you again.